Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with another episode of Grand Arena Championships 3v3. This is week 2, round 1. Before we get into the battles, I want to give a real quick shout out to my newest patron, Froda. Talked with him last night. Glad to have you as a new patron. You guys will get a kick out of this. Even though he's kicking my ass in Grand Arena Championships, he happens to be my current opponent. You see right there, Froda. We had a good chat talking about strategies. He's actually given me all the video of his fights, and I'll make another video of that so you can see what it's like from his side. He's got some decent stuff, most notably his Ultimate Ray. You can see right here, he's in the guild Reckless, and he takes top ranks in the arena, 6.1 mil. He's got pretty much a standard stuff relic, a lot of relic 7s, and he's got some pretty fun toys to go up against, you'll see. It's good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the battle board. Let me show you what it looks like. We'll go over the zones, what he set there. Don't pay attention to my side. You see that BB-8 there? Just trying out a new team and seeing what would happen. So I said some different things, trying to trip him up a little bit. He's got kind of an easy front. Some Night Sisters, Newt team, another Night Sister team, and a Bastilla team. And so that looks, pretty easy. Seems like, okay, there's no Galactic Ray out front. But based on his GAC history, he likes to put his Ultimate Ray on defense. Okay. But I don't see her out front. That probably means that she's waiting for me in the back. So I got to be careful. I want to save my Kylo to go against Rey like always. Look at that Bounty Hunter team. Boss-led Bounty Hunters with Grief and Mando. And then he's got JTR with droids and then Grievous droids. So it's tough, but I know what I want to use for those bottoms, the bottom teams. I know exactly what I want to use for each of those. And that way I can see the back and kind of make the rest of my plans based on whatever he's got hiding back there. I am expecting that Galactic Ray, so I'm not going to use Kylo to solo his Grievous team, even though I'd very much like to. Let's go ahead and just use Jedi to take out Grievous. Works the same way as 5v5, but it can get a lot dicier. You just don't have a lot of that oomph and extra damage from like Bastilla buffing up Yoda or much of anything really. You don't have a cushion like you would if you went Bastilla lead. You gotta go JKR lead to get the extra damage, and obviously he's got the best lead between him and Yoda. So go ahead and do JKR lead, get that extra offense, go after B2 like you normally would. I use my direct focus, try and work on taking him out, doing just basically as much damage as I can. You can see though, B2 goes fast enough that you kind of waste it. Like the direct focus is good, but it'll disappear quick because he'll gain enough turn meter. Look at that, I already lost my JKR. Thankfully Jolie can bring him back. Was able to call Revan there, so as much as he can attack, you want him to. That way he can kind of build back some protection. Like I said, it's not going to be pretty. He's got a decent team. All the relics and whatnot having to deal with is just a lot harder in 3v3 without that extra support. We don't have Hermit Yoda in there throwing Master's Training around and extra heals. And that really comes back to hurt. So I got rid of B2. Thankfully, direct focus is up, so I can throw that on Grievous. Try and just get him out of there. Cut down some stacks on B1 as much as I can. You guys are familiar with how this works at this point. So I'm just trying to really get him down as fast as I can and try to also work on building up banners, which you can do after B2 is gone. Once B2 is out of the picture, try and heal back some of that protection. But it's easier said than done. You can see everybody's lacking on protection. Not really anything you can do. So now I'm just trying to get rid of B1 before he does more, AoEs and damage and whatnot. I don't want him taking anybody down below health. So there we go. 52 banners, didn't quite get back up to max. Go to the next one. His Ray team, I didn't want to mess around with it, and I don't really think I need CLS for much of anything else. So figured it'd be a good chance to just use it here. Went straight after R2 first, get him out of the picture. That way I don't have to worry about stealth and him feeding the extra bonuses. I don't have to worry about stuns too. Don't want to mess with those. So get rid of R2, went after Ray. Now it's just BB-8 to deal with, and he's not going to be a pain. I got him stunned, and there it is. Quick and easy. 54 banners there, powered right through them. And then as far as the bounty hunters go, you don't want to mess around with Mando. You don't want the contract going off. You don't want him disintegrating a third of your team. Grief, I still haven't read all up on everything he does. I know it's plenty of good stuff for the bounty hunters. I don't have mine maxed out or anything yet, so haven't really gotten to play with him. But DR should be more than enough power to take these guys out. You'll notice I put HK in instead of Malik. I don't think you need Malik here. HK has enough damage that he'll get the job done. I wanted to save Malik for a solo against something else. So that's what we're going to try and do after we get rid of these guys. Down to just the two new ones left. I was debating which one's, the bigger target. Who should I take out first? Also trying to make as best use as I can out of the fear that is that they have, since they're not going to take a turn anyway. No need to damage them and get rid of it. So I got rid of Mando there. Now it's just cleaning up Grief. Just trying to take him out before he does too much damage. Keep as many banners as I can, because I don't know how my opponent's going to be. So took him out. 53 banners, not too bad there. And that'll open up that back zone, and then we could see that he does have his Ray back there waiting on me. So that's fine, I guess. I had planned for that. Saved my Kylo. Figured, okay, business as usual. But check this out. That Ray, he's got Han and Chewie with Ray, which makes her extremely difficult. And I'd never gone up against that team. And other than that, he's just got basic leftover resistance, a dot team with Vader and Mission Zalbar. Nothing else too fancy there. But that Ray team is going to be it. So, not looking forward to that. We'll go up top, start clearing off some of these teams, try to get to his ships and see what's back there. At this point, I kind of know what I want to use for these guys. So, let's jump into it. First thing we're going to do, I saved my Geos. If y'all watch any of my other videos, you'll know that I really don't mess with them. I just stick them on defense and let it be. I don't really know their moves or anything. I really don't like them. I just stick them on defense. In territory battles, I just flip them on auto and let them do their thing. I don't know the nuances and everything. But I do know that they're good for a new team because you can cleanse off that extortion and still get your attacks in. And you got the big hits from Spy. So I'm no expert. You can watch guys like Klesso or Dillar, and they use their Geos all the time. And they're like, let's cycle back around 3 more times so we can heal everybody up. Yeah, you ain't going to see that here. I'm just trying to win. I just want to get through this battle and not mess up or something, get stuck on Jango. So, killed Newt. He's out of the picture. Got Jango left. Healing up as best I can, but there's no way I'm going to cycle back around and all that. There's nothing I can do to heal up. He's on his last life. Take him out, got him down the yellow, and that should do it. So, 51 banners. Not perfect, but a win's a win. Next up is one of his Night Sister teams. This is my strategy for Night Sisters, okay? Everybody in 3v3 seems to like putting down 2 Night Sister teams. I know I do it. So my strategy personally, and maybe you guys do this too, I'll use Padme for one, and then something like EP, Vader, and Thrawn for the other. Whichever one doesn't have zombie is usually the one that I use, the EP, Vader, and Thrawn. And that way you can fracture whoever you want. But when you have zombie, you want to be able to get Anakin in there with his AoE. And that's what I'm about to do right here. Check this out. A well-timed AoE and clear the board. Went nice and quick, 54 banners. And we'll jump into that next Night Sister team. And this is what I talked about. I like to use EP with Vader and Thrawn. There's no zombie to worry about. You only have to worry about revives from Mother Talzin. And then Daka being able to bring anyone back. But with EP, you get a lot of control. So you can utilize those stuns and then throw some shocks down just so you get, help yourself out with the life and whatnot. They don't gain bonus turn meter, which is great. So just try and throw shocks on Daka. I'm just trying to take her out while Talzin is stunned anyway. Got another stun, but none landed. Again, I just want to get Daka out of there. Then I don't have to worry about revives except on Mother Talzin lead. So I got Vader's AoE. Now I can throw a Culling Blade, take out MT since Daka was stunned. Now she's stunned. She can't do anything. Got rid of Spirit. And now it's just cleanup. Trying to top off who I can. I tried to cycle back around on this one. A shock was going to kill him. So I used that heal. And that heal actually is not enough to count for losing health. So it's a good way to do a little tiny bit of damage. Just something to think about. This fight is not good, okay? I took in Malik. I shouldn't have. You can see I sped through it there because this is all that happened. I threw it on auto half the time. I had to forfeit. I made 0 progress on that Malik versus those Jedi. So don't do that. It's not going to be very good for you. Here's a fight that you guys are all going to want to see, and I actually clipped this out and did another video just a little bit ago with just this fight. Yeah, it doesn't really go very well. If you guys haven't seen that video, you can watch it here. I took in my Supreme Leader Kylo, I took Watt, and then I took OG Kylo. Figured his AoE would help, even though he can't crit. He's going to give extra hits to help fuel up the special meter, and then he's also going to give turn meter, which you don't want to give a lot of turn meter, but it doesn't seem to affect Supreme Leader Kylo as much, and every bit of turn meter he can get to be able to get back to his own AoE or stuns or whatever is going to be huge. So that's all I'm trying to do, is make sure that he can go in time to build up his own ultimate meter for when Rey uses hers. And look at that. She's already in her ultimate stance. And look at my meter. 23%. Nowhere close to the 60 I need to pop this ultimate on so that I don't die. The only other thing you can do is tank it out. That's why I put the tank tech on him. Just so that way he can recover a lot of protection. In 3v3, I think that's kind of the way to go. People were talking about stunning Chewie, but that shit doesn't work when Rey's in the ultimate stance. So there's nothing I could do to get out of this. Once she's in the ultimate stance, you're pretty much screwed unless you have your own ultimate up. So yeah, that didn't go very well, and that was my hope to get through and clear his board and whatnot. And without that working, if you guys don't know by now, if you've been up enough against enough Rey teams, once your primary counter doesn't work, you're pretty much screwed. Sometimes you can grind it down, but it's highly unlikely that that's going to work. So stuck there, let's just go ahead and clear off this top, get through to his ships. Probably should have done this the first time, but I really wanted to see if Malik would work. I thought he would work with healing immunity and stuff, but I couldn't even get through the bonus protection. It was ridiculous. So here I've got Rex and the clones. They do enough damage. They've got some assists, and I've got Rex's big hit that he does, and that should be enough to take these guys out. No problem, even with all the healing that they do. I just got to keep everybody alive, especially Rex. And I do have 5s in there with him, so that way he can get the sacrifice to do more damage. Definitely like having that safety net. Otherwise, you would die. So I took out Bastila first. Get rid of her just because she's got the ability block. She's going to buff people up. She's got her stuns. I don't want that happening. So don't want her calling assist. She's gone now. I'm just working on Shock T. I know Shock T keeps getting the retribution, but you can get rid of that with Arc and with his little turret. Strips the buff off. She just keeps getting it back though. Nothing you can really do. Just keep going after her until Rex's big move comes back up or something. So just waiting on that. Doesn't matter if he dies. It'll be a little bit less points. But that's kind of the plan, right? Let him die and then sacrifice. And there it is. So Fives goes bye-bye. And now they're super clones. So no worries there. Got the big hit from Rex. Yoda retreats. Piss poor banners. But I got through. And he put his negotiator in back. He's only got a 5-star negotiator. But damn if I didn't struggle on this thing. I took in 3 reinforcements. I think I ended up using them all. It was a frustrating match. I'm not going to show it because it's a negotiator mirror. Mine's 7 stars and all that. And I struggled. You can see I only got 58 banners there. So that was rough. I don't know why. It's just some days are like that, I guess. So cleared off his top. I'm not going to get through the bottom. I'll clear off some of these teams. I've got gas left, so I could use that somewhere, but I really want to save it just to get another crack at that Ray team. And it's more for kind of testing and just experimenting. Now that I know I can't clear the board, and I expect that my opponent should easily clear my board, I know I'm going to lose this match, unfortunately. So I'm going to use it to learn something, get a little bit of testing in as much as I can. You can see I threw my Bastila Jedi team against this Vader Dot team. Works pretty well. Doesn't have the Zeta on Vader anyway, so nothing to worry about there. Took out Mission, took out Vader. Now it's just Zalbar left, and they're not even getting through my bonus protection. Take him out pretty easy because Bastilla's relic. Ezra's, I think, gear 12. No troubles there. Took him out for 54 banners. And on to the next one. This is what he did with his Luke. Okay, since he put Han and Chewie, and you're wondering, well, now you got CLS. What are you going to do with him? He chose to put Luke under Akbar with C-3PO. And I could see how that could be deadly. The exposes, the assists that Admiral Akbar is going to call can definitely do some damage to your team. However, on this one, Crew at least is going to take reduced damage from exposes. And I've got enough control with the stuns that he has, his 2-turn stun. As well, I've got control with Executioner being able to push back turn meter. That I don't really have to worry about that. I took out Akbar first. That way he couldn't do his moves where he puts up the buffs and calls assists. I don't want to have to worry about that. Now I'm just controlling CLS so that he can't go until I can take him out. I keep throwing turn meter with First Order Officer, so no problem at all there. This is something I wouldn't recommend. This Treya I took against his Resistance. It's Finn with the 2 Resistance hero bros. Yeah, it's not very good. Check this out. I only did it because, okay, Treya was on the bench and she's not really used against anything. I mean, she's not going to take out his ultimate Ray. So I wanted to go ahead and throw him in here and just see what would happen. But they do so much damage that they can just tear through that team like nothing. So I threw a couple teams at that Ray team to whittle her down, make her suicide a little bit. And then I put in my gas team, gas with Ahsoka, and I think Echo is left. So I wanted to see if they'd be able to do anything, take out a character, just for grins. I could have used this gas team against the Finn Resistance with the Resistance heroes, and probably one-shot it on the first try. But I really wanted to just check this out and get more footage and see how this team works with the mechanics and the interplay between Chewie and just putting up guard with Rey and seeing what she does. So it was a good opportunity for that. You can see Gas really does not a lot of anything. Like, he didn't even make a dent. So absolutely nothing there. I think Rey's probably healthier than when she started. So what a waste of a team, you know. But I got footage of it, and now you guys see. So this is where the board ended up on my end. I got 2,100 even. So I fully expected my opponent to just come through, clear the board, you know, not have any issues. He did go when I woke up this morning. That was what was left. He's got one attempt on my bounty hunters back there, and he backed out of it. So he got 2137 to my 2,100. So he'll take the win. So he wins the battle. But, you know, like I said, he was a nice guy. He was a fan. First thing before we even started attacking, he said that he follows all my videos and everything. I love to hear that, you guys. It's always nice to know that people are learning things from my videos. So I really appreciate it. Froda, hats off to you. It was a great match, and I'll look forward to putting together the videos from your side so I can show everybody what you used against my squads. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.